I was there, and I said at one point, I waved my hand, and the rain parted for me, and it was like...
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. There's a few other reactors reacting to this video about Donald Trump impersonator. It keeps popping up on my feed, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to check this out. We're going to check it out. I was surprised to find out this is actually an 8-year-old video. It's called Hilarious Donald Trump Impersonator at Dutch TV Show. Should be on Dutch TV Show. But anyways, by the channel Lawrence. So link down below for that, as always. Thanks for watching with me, guys, and we're going to check this out and see what it's all about together.
Je hebt viral gaan en echt viral gaan. Dat laatste geldt voor het filmpje uit de uitzending van zondag.
Okay, but I put the subtitles on, right? Hold on. Yeah, English, auto-generated.
Met Lubach, waarin Nederland zich voorstelt aan Donald Trump. Het filmpje is inmiddels tientallen miljoenen keren bekeken. Volgens sommige bronnen zelfs 50 miljoen keer. Het is ingesproken door de comedian Greg Shapiro en hij imiteert daarin natuurlijk de stem van Donald Trump. Greg, your voice has been heard by about... Yeah, we can applaud for that. Definitely.
Okay, so I don't know what happened in the beginning of it. The subtitles weren't working right. I don't know if it's something with my browser. I need to check into that, actually, because I do need subtitles quite often for these reaction videos.
Yeah, well...
Greg, your voice has been heard by approximately 50 million people worldwide.
Yes.
How does that feel?
It's, well, first, like, I have to give credit to the writers from Zondag met Lubach.
Of course.
And, yeah, we know each other. They knew I was doing the show at Boom Chicago, and, oh, they're doing a Trump thing, so can you come in? The first idea was, let's not read it too Trumpy. And then I tried it once with, like, full on as Trump as possible, and yeah.
Everyone cracked up.
Yeah, that's probably better.
So you kind of grew into it organically and decided to go full on Trump?
Yeah, but the text was already like, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, credits given there. Still, when you're doing this, it's fun, it's hilarious. You never anticipate that 50 million people will be watching and hearing your voice, I assume.
It's nice that my family back in America are sharing this with me. Like, did you see this? It was on CNN. I'm like, yeah,
you're
Mom,
famous back home.
That's me. Yeah, it's really nice. And then they heard that I was going to be on the Jinek show, and
I mean, a pretty good accent. So the Jinek show. Okay, yeah, Jinek, Jinek. That must be her name, maybe.
Greg, you're officially losing it. Can you, like, when you're the voice in your head, like we all have this voice in our head, does it talk Trump to you?
It used to be George Bush for a while, and then Barack Obama was not so bad. But yeah, now my kids are already like, Papa.
Stop
like,
knocking
yeah,
off.
it's time to brush your teeth. It's time. It is time. We need to brush your teeth right now. Like,
Okay, Greg, you're not the only person who got famous.
So maybe he just impersonates all the presidents. He said Bush for a while and Obama. Yeah, that's great. I wonder if he did a Biden.
Famous because of this video. Wouter Dekkers, u bent de directeur van Ponypark Slagharen, inmiddels wereldberoemd.
Where's my subtitles?
Ja, enorm leuk. We hebben gigantische dagen achter de rug. Juist in het jaar dat we eigenlijk de laatste keer alle ponies bij onze bungalows hebben. Waar we eigenlijk
De ponies gaan weg?
Ja, de ponies gaan op een gegeven moment weg bij ons. En, dus dan gebeurt dit. Dus we wisten niet wat ons overkwam sinds maandag.
Wacht even. Waarom gaan de ponies weg?
Nou ja, wij hebben eigenlijk in de laatste jaren de focus op achtbanen, op de pretparkgedeelte van ons. We zijn een nieuwe...
I don't know what they're saying, guys. Why is my subtitles not working? It says English auto-generated. You can see this. Let me just try it again. Auto-translate. I'll go down to English. Where's it at? There we go. If not, I mean, I'm just going to roll with it. Most of my audience is Dutch anyways. You guys can understand it. I'll get the English bits, right? Or the bits where the translation does come in.
aan bouwen, de Gold Rush. En dan opeens komt dit filmpje van het team van Lubach.
Maar ja,
fantastisch.
Maar als vijfde, ik bedoel, dit is een reclamecampagne, daar kun je niet eens over beginnen te dromen. Dan kun je toch geen afscheid meer nemen van die ponies? Nu dat iedereen in de wereld weet dat jullie ponies hebben.
Ja, en toch gaat het gebeuren. En de oplettende kijkers zal ook gezien hebben dat het niet eens onze ponies zijn die in het filmpje zijn. Dat is eigenlijk de ponies van Pony Park City in Colindorn. Dus dat was eigenlijk een
Alternative ponies.
alternative ponies, ja.
Maar oké, dit is nog een vrij normaal en nuchter antwoord wat u geeft, maar dit is natuurlijk
I know what mar means. It means butt. So she's saying butt, and then she's saying something else.
gek, toch? Dit is gekkenhuis.
Ja, dat hadden we niet beter kunnen verzinnen. We zijn nu dicht, het is nu onze winterpauze. En dan toch zoveel aandacht voor het attractiepark Slagharen is fantastisch.
Begrijp ik, ja.
Je kan de kans dat Trump die tent wil overnemen. Dan maken ze
Oké.
gouden toren bij de ingang.
U krijgt een belletje. Trump wil op bezoek in Ponypark Slagharen. Speciale ontvangst?
Ja, ten eerste iedereen bij ons welkom. De Gold Rush zal hij zeker aantrekkelijk vinden met het goud. Dus hij is van harte welkom.
Oké, heel erg bedankt. Craig, back to you.
Okay.
Trump is your newest impersonation. It's obviously
And so she just switches from English to Dutch. Like, I mean, I know a lot of Dutch people know good English, but she sounds like she grew up down the street or something. Is she from here? Is she speaking as, like, is her Dutch as good as her English? Because her English is really good. And also another question is, this guy from America here, does he understand Dutch? Is he lost? Is he lost like me? Like, just trying to figure out what these people are saying? Because when she goes back to him, she starts speaking English again.
taken over your brain.
Yeah, a little
to a
bit.
certain degree.
Yeah.
But you've been doing impersonations of American presidents for quite a while. You mentioned that it used to be George W. Bush.
Sure.
Could you give us a little flavor of how that feels?
He was, George Bush is, Texas kind of guy, and he also was, he wasn't the first mentally ill president, but he maybe was the first president with a little bit of mental something going on there. And he said things. I mean, this is a literal quote of,
Okay, so the Bush one isn't as good, but then again, maybe it's been like 12 years or something since he's practiced it at this point, right?
I don't trust the French because they don't have a word for entrepreneur.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, right? That's the reaction you have as an American.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saw it earlier in the program, just a tidbit of it. My favorite president, Bill Clinton.
Okay. Yeah.
And is he still inside your head?
I mean, he's the
wow.
explainer in chief, if you believe him or not anymore. Bill Clinton is someone who said, and it was a very wise statement during the campaign. He said, first of all, if you want to win Wisconsin and Michigan, maybe you should campaign once in Michigan, in Wisconsin or Michigan. But no, Bill Clinton.
That was good. That was a good Clinton.
Said that even on the left wing in the liberal Democrats, we still have one remaining prejudice, which is a prejudice against anyone who doesn't agree with us. And that explains a lot of what is going on. Still a lot of my friends on Facebook tearing their hair out. How did this happen? And, well, if you look a little bit out of your Facebook algorithm, you
would have noticed that slightly
red
sooner.
feed, blue
okay,
feed.
now I think this is like the ultimate for an impersonator. The orange leader.
Yeah.
The devil wears bronzer. The Donald has arrived.
Yeah.
When you're imitating him, I mean, maybe you can explain to us what attention do you pay to which details before you kind of get in?
God, look at him.
Adam, where do you start?
Yeah. Eric also pointed out you have to do the tie really low. It's super, like hanging.
Over je gulp.
Yeah.
Oh, echt?
I don't know what this
Dashiell.
is. Nieuws last time. I mean, thank goodness I've now made my own tutorial video. It's my good friend Pep Rosenfeld. We've been making shows together since 2000 about the elections, And he said, you know what the thing is? If you look at Donald Trump, His eyes are never fully open, and his mouth is never fully closed. It's never closed. And then, you know, the way he speaks, because for a while, Pep was doing the Trump accent, and he was like, New York, you know, and you'll see.
It's not New York.
No, he's so New Yorker, but he sounds like a California surfer. He's like,
right?
We're gonna go catch some rays, you know, we're gonna go to the beach. We are gonna get so many waves, it's gonna be tubular, it's gonna be so gnarly. And yeah.
Wow, I never thought about it. He does sound California, but he's 100% New York. Complete different parts of the country, right? If you're unfamiliar with America, as a lot of the European people may be, they're on the opposite parts of the country, California and New York. Pretty much about as opposite as it can get.
Yeah, I mean, and then
It sounds completely not like New York, and you've been doing it the whole time, though. It's because it's really a
you can't
hand
help but
thing.
do the hands,
yeah,
exactly. And that is what he will say. He will look into the camera and say, my hands, very big hands. I guarantee there's no problem down there. But his hands are telling.
Very big hands, the most fantastic hand, the best hands around. Like, it's always like he builds everything up to be like says the best hands ever. I don't know.
A different story. He's like, no
I shouldn't have tried to do that accent. I can't do it. I butchered it, actually. I embarrassed myself for thousands of people. I won't do it again.
Guarantee there's no problem down there. But his hands are telling a different story. He's like, no problem, but he's doing this one or this one. So it's like, I guarantee, no problem down there. But meanwhile, his hands are saying, peeny, peeny, teeny, teeny. And they just keep going back and forth from this and this.
Your hands are way too big.
I know, it's difficult
he has
for
like
me to get away
miniature
with.
hands. They're like.
Did you see
Does he
hold
have
up the
small
big?
hands?
I just signed this with my enormous signature. Anyway,
The miniature
tiny,
hand.
Tiny, tiny. And the reason we do that is because we know he hates it. I mean,
It pisses him off. It's good to know that, like, when you're making fun of him, that it actually does affect him.
yeah, in a way. And I wonder if I'll be allowed back into the country when I'm supposed to perform for the Dutch consulate for the King's Day.
You'll have to give us an update on that. But
Yeah, he starts off so many sentences as well. Word choice, very important. Yeah, pucker up. He'll start, you know, and this is how, and it's amazing to watch him, because he will start so many sentences, and by the end, and people say this all the time, and the media, they hate me for saying this, but everybody is wondering, how will he end? And we don't know how this sentence will end. And that's the thing. And that's how
good.
he will start every project. The wall will get half built, and then he'll do something else. He'll start a project. We are going to have a 20% raise on every import.
I mean, in all fairness, the wall thing, he was building a wall. Biden shut the wall down. He was selling pieces of the wall. I don't know about all that. The migration issue was an issue that I definitely agreed with Trump on, and not so much with Biden. I'm just saying, build a wall, stop illegal migration. There's proper ways to do it, right? I want to move to the Netherlands one day. I can't just go kick your door down and come on in, right? Like there's a process that has to be done. You know what I mean?
And then also the people coming in. And Miss Universe, by the way. How is Schwarzenegger
he just like
doing
throws it all
with these
in there to
ratings?
this
Yeah,
milkshake and doesn't really finish it. We have a
That's
part of
true,
a press
yeah.
conference that he gave. Here he's reminiscing about his inauguration. Let's have a look.
It was almost raining. The rain should have scared him away, but God looked down and he said, we're not going to let it rain on your speech. In fact, when I first started, I said, oh, no. First line, I got hit by a couple of drops. And I said, oh, this is too bad, but we'll go right through it. But the truth is that it stopped immediately. It was amazing.
It was a wonder. It was a miracle, basically. And you see, I was there, and I said at one point, I waved my hand, and the rain parted for me. And it was like, I am not a religious man, but I do have an enormous Messiah complex, okay? And there I was, and there were so many people, many more than you saw reported in the lying media. And there was not enough food for all the people. I put my hand on the loaves, and there were loaves and fishes for everybody there. And you don't get to see the legions of Egyptians that were chasing me behind me. And then as soon as I was done speaking,
Greg?
I
I'm
closed.
really worried about you now, okay? And you are losing it
The
big
Egyptians,
time.
they were flooded away.
Big time.
And they didn't show that.
I'm sure you're going to be enjoying the next 4 years. Thank you so much. Greg Shapiro is iedere vrijdag te zien in Amsterdam met Trump Up the Volume. Thank you, Greg. Thanks a lot.
That's good. That was good. 8 years ago, and it still applies. That's funny. But anyways, thanks for watching with me, guys. You guys have a super fun, awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.